Hey.
Yeah, this is a dad podcast. It's a dad thing.
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 Hey, you got some rhythm right there, dude.
Yeah, I take it from you.
Hey.
So I get my inspiration from you. So welcome to It's a Dad Thing.
Are you inspired?
I am inspired. I am so excited to be here with you right now. Brian Duncan.
B Dunk.
The dad of the year.
Oh, yeah? Did we get that award out already?
Yeah.
Did we?
I have it in the mail.
Let's go.
Everybody, yeah. Come on, give it to him.
Don't leave that out. I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it.
All right. So, you know how we need to kick this thing off. It's a dad podcast. So what's the number one dad thing to do?
Tell a dad joke.
Tell a dad joke.
Come on, bring it on. Okay. All right. Come on. Let's go. All right. Bring it on. What you got?
Okay. All right. So what's the difference in between a Zippo and a hippo?
What's the difference between a Zippo and a hippo?
Yep.
What is the difference?
One's heavy and the other one's a little lighter. That's right.
There you go. Okay.
Go ahead. All right, Brian.
Like
Dad
that.
joke. Come
Okay.
on.
Let's
Hit me
see. Let's see what a good dad joke is. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Because she lost her shoe?
No.
I don't know.
She kept running away from the ball.
Yeah,
baby.
I see what you did there.
So
I see what you did. Yeah,
Appreciate
that's
that.
great.
All right,
That's
dad
great.
jokes.
Okay. I like it. Every
I'm
time.
already inspired. I love the dad. Let's go.
Yeah, we need to kick off every one of these with a dad joke.
What's your best dad joke? What is your best dad joke? Hit us up. Let us know.
Yep, let us know. We need to know. Really, we're running out of stuff here, so we need to know. All right. So let's get into this. I want to call this the kids segment.
Kids segment. Okay. I have kids.
I do too.
And my kids are pretty awesome. But I can't stand them sometimes. I'm sure people out there could agree with that.
Plead the fifth.
Oh, you're going to plead the fifth on yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I take mine back. I love my kids. I love the kids. Love them. Yeah, I have kids. How many do you have?
I have two, a boy and a girl. So we have a set. We're done. Everybody who knows we're done. So I have a girl and a boy. My daughter is 11 years old and my son is 7, fixing to be 8. Okay. Both of them think they know more than their parents do right now. And they don't want to do anything that we tell them to do. So things like taking baths, going to sleep, doing your homework, going to school, all of that is bad right now.
You know what gets me is my son came up to me today actually and said, "Hey Dad, do I have to take a shower?" Yes. You have to take a shower. We take showers every night. Get your butt in the shower, go take a shower. There's no reason for you to be coming up here. He's lazy. He's just lazy, by the way. There's no reason you need to be coming up to me right now asking me if you need to take a shower. And again, it's the boys. I call all the boys dumb anyway. We were dumb boys at one time.
I don't know how my mom put up with me. My goodness, I made her cry, and I need to take a shower. I'm just thankful to her that I'm alive right now, that she didn't kill me. But you know what they say? What goes around comes around. So my son knows how to dish it out like I do. So things are very fun, active in my house, and there are times that are very rewarding as a parent. Right. We were doing some shoe shopping the other day. Me and my son and my daughter and my wife went and go shopping somewhere else. and we were going around, and there was a worker walking by a display of sunglasses, caught the sunglasses and knocked them over, and all the glasses spilled in the floor. So my son, I was like, whoa. And my son was like, oh, Daddy, can I go help? I was like, sure, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and shop, and you go over there and help. I can see you there. And like, so he goes over there, and this guy who's at the front desk who's picking these up is 7'1", and he's a giant. Good and night. The reason why I know he's 7'1" is because we were talking on checkout, right? So my son goes over there, and he's helping him picking up because he's so much closer to the floor than the 7'1" guy is. So he's picking up the glasses, trying to put them on there and everything like that. And they were very appreciative. My wife and daughter walk in and see my son with sunglasses in his hands, the big guy with sunglasses in his hands, and a display that was knocked over. And she's like, what did you do? Right? That's Mama Bird.
First thing Mama's going to say.
What did you do? And he's like, no. He's helping me pick him up. Right. And I was like, what's going on? It's like, he's just helping, he asked me to help, and I told him he could. And so it was pretty cool. When we were checking out, they rang us up, and they gave him free candy for helping, which was really cool. Nice. My daughter was there, and they're like, oh, would you like some too? And so she benefited from him, but
from his expertise and helping.
Yeah. So that, that was really cool. But a lot of times they're challenging. So.
It is, because again, at some point in your mind, you're like, man, am I doing the right thing? Right. Am I teaching them the right things? Am I saying the right things that are, around them when they're growing up, or, am I setting the example? And to hear those type of stories, man, it's awesome, because sometimes obviously their instinct kicks in, but a lot of that has a lot to do with their upbringing and who they're around and what they see. Kids are they soak up everything right now, especially in their learning ages. I have 3 kids, and I have a 11-year-old. I have a 9-year-old. She's about to turn 10. She's turning 10, turning 20, and I have to take out my shotgun every once in a while because I know I'm going to have to use it. Later on, keep it clean later on in life. She's awesome. My son is just awesome as well. And then I have a younger son, Grayson. He's 3 years old. He just turned 4. I'm sorry I say 3, but he just turned 4 here in July. So kids are awesome. They present a lot of challenges. But let me ask you this question really quick, because I hear this a lot, and it may be a culture thing, right? Black, white, Hispanic, whatever the case may be. Well, why every majority of white people or Caucasians stop at 2 kids? Is that normal? Is that something that y'all normally do? Let's do real talk right there. Right. I always hear that, right? We have 2, I have 2, and we're done. We're done. Like, what's the deal?
So, and it's not a Caucasian thing, because my dad and my mom had 3 boys. I'm the middle one.
Okay,
that's what's wrong with me. But
you're the middle child.
Yeah, I'm the middle child. Okay. But they had 3. My mom is one of 12 kids that they had. Right now in our life, me and my wife's life, we were set. We just wanted boys and girls, right? Mm-hmm. And it just so happened that we had a girl first and then a boy. So we had the set and we're done. If we had 2 girls, we would try for a boy, right? Or if we had, 2 boys, we would try for a girl, because we really want to have boys and girls. And so that it just so happened we had a boy and a girl, and we were done.
Well, that's definitely dispelled my curiosity on that, because your family's big itself. So but no, I mean, it's like
lots of aunts and uncles.
Most of the people that I come in contact with is like, man, we got our set, we're done. Okay, you're supposed to reproduce and multiply, man. I guess nobody wants a lot of kids these days. I guess not, right? I guess not. Let's Crickets there, right there. But yeah, I always wanted to know that, and again, with you being a buddy of mine, I would love to get to know that and ask that. So just wanted to throw it out there, see what you say, and you absolutely killed me on it because your family's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, my tree is a little bit full.
There you
So
go.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I had my mom was one of 12 on her side, and my dad was one of 4 on his side. So
You know, I don't know if you know this, but I heard I think I was watching TikTok watching some videos on TikTok, and sometimes they give out these statistics or these things that are, kind of enlightening, and you just get your news in different ways these days, right? Your stats, all that stuff in different ways. So come to find out, and I had to text my wife because I was like, "No, you take that." So found out that kids are 100% worse with their mom around than any other authority figure or any type of adult figure in that room. And they say it's because the child feel that around the mom, it's their safe place. So here's the deal. If it's a safe place, you can be who and whatever you want to be.
that's what my wife says.
So with the moms, when the kids are around the moms, and you can really notice, I don't know if you notice that or whatever, but I do notice that the kids are 10 times worse around their mom because it's the safe place. I thought that was curious, but they could be whoever and whatever they want to be around their mom because it's a safe space. So,
I heard that.
know that.
Yeah, and that's my daughter is a very caring individual, but she has her challenges with authority. However, in school, she obeys the teacher. Like she keeps other kids in line with that. But when she comes home, she wants to do her thing. She wants to relax and
it's not even like that she doesn't obey, right? Or I'm not gonna say yours don't obey, but I mean they push the envelope with their mom. They push the I see that face, dude.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it, pushing the envelope.
They push the envelope. Okay. I'm trying to say face.
Yeah, I'm saying playing with fire. They don't know what they're doing. But it's mama's grace that keeps them alive.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Because daddy doesn't have the patience that mama does. And daddy steps in it a lot because I'm like, okay, you don't want to do what I say? Here's the belt. That kind of thing. And they're like, nah! And,
speaking of that, speaking of the belt, what do you think as far as disciplining your child? That's a big conversation.
Okay, so people are probably going to jump on both sides of this thing, but I'm of the opinion that if they deserve a spanking, they need to get their butt spanked.
Spank that little dude. Spank.
I got spanked as a kid, and I needed it. If I didn't get spanked, I wouldn't be in line, right? That's something, and it was, mom could spank me, whatever. Wasn't really a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Dad got home.
Woo.
That belt. You know that you done messed up. Yeah. And so, let's bend over the bed. You're trying to claw up the bed, biting the pillow. Nothing works. Now, and if you squirm, you get your butt missed and you hit your legs. So I haven't got a belt out after my kids. I spanked them with my hand and made their butt sore and my hand sore. I don't like doing it. It tears me up inside. Yeah. So I get teary-eyed.
For the most part, yeah. For the most part,
I get teary-eyed because you don't want to punish your kids, right? Yeah. But you need them to know that they messed up.
Right.
Now, I think my son is immune to spankings now, and so what really hurts him right now is taking his books. You don't take my books. Yeah, he's a reader. We grounded, so he would not clean up his room. We did everything. Spank, no spank. Grounded him from all screen time, all electronics, guys.
Yeah.
And we're talking like everything. He grabs books and he's just reading books. So we're like, hey,
you didn't take his books away.
No, I did not take his books away. I threatened it, but no. But so he was almost done cleaning his room, and it was time to go on to vacation. And we're like, you cannot take your tablet on vacation to watch or anything. He's like, that's okay, I'll just read. Dude sat there and read 3 books on the way to Dallas.
My goodness.
And we're talking like thick books.
He's a reader. He's that type of reader,
dude. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude.
Yeah, but
I couldn't sit still that long to read. Couldn't do it. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So I mean, he sits there and is quiet. It's like he's watching TV, reading his books, and they're all like the graphic novels, right? So they have pictures with words and stuff like that. It just kills it, man. We can't keep books around long enough.
So I am of the upbringing of you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Yep. And so ours was you better assume that position, right? And for us at school, even when we get in trouble at school, it's like, please, principal, don't call my dad. Don't call my dad. Call my mom. If you call anybody, call my mom. Because I remember my dad came to school one day and he was a cop, and he had his cop uniform and whatever. I don't know what I did. I'm sure I did something. Back in the day, back in our time, our teachers would discipline us. I don't know if you were, okay. So our teachers had an opportunity to discipline. Today is like, you can't even say anything to a kid without a teacher or somebody getting fired or reprimanded for, taking control of the class. Right. Yep. But my dad came in one class and, man, he got me right in front of everybody. I was like, don't call my dad again. Yeah. Call my mom. But yeah, it's definitely something that is a way of discipline. Now, again, that's not the only way of discipline. There's different ways of doing it, but I think it's most effective for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's tailored to the kid.
Yeah.
And so it's like my son, you can take away his books, and that is the worst thing you can do to him. My daughter, take away screen time, and that's the worst thing. They don't like spankings, they'll cry, but I think they'd rather take spankings than have their screens and his books taken away. So hit them where it hurts. Not like physical hit.
Custom discipline over here. If you want to learn anything about custom discipline, just give us a call over here at It's Dad Thang, and we'll guide you through. We'll tell you exactly what to do. So anyway. Kids segment.
All right. Moving on. So us being local here, I want to ask you about Texas Tech. So if y'all don't know,
Texas
football is king in Lubbock, Texas. Mm-hmm. And that football is Texas Tech. And yeah, Brian's got this right here. It's Texas Tech logo. Red Raiders. I'm going to Tech. I would just love be tickled pink if I can go to every single Texas Tech football game all year long, no matter where it is. It's my ultimate goal. It's what I want to do.
Pretty exciting. And with it being so big here in West Texas, the atmosphere is that much, more, just because it is king. Football is king here. Especially with Texas Tech. So
I don't know if y'all out there see the difference in between me and thee right here. I'm rather large, but a lot of that's fat. This guy
is fat.
If you can picture him running at me and just killing me, Texas Tech guy here, just I would pee myself, really. Oh my gosh. If I saw this dude running at me.
I love it, man. I love it. Dude, when I was on the field out there at Tech, and any opportunity I had, man, you say 7 foot in that story you talk about, but we're dealing with every play 6'5", 6'7", and these jokers, are athletic at 400 pounds. I remember back at Tech when we played, I think it was 2006, 2007,
time ago.
2007, 2008, one of those. But we recorded Texas Tech having the heaviest offensive lineman, first starting offensive lineman. I can't remember how that all
there's a couple of those guys in the NFL now.
Yeah. Louis Vasquez, Manny Ramirez, he played as well. A little bit in NFL, but combined, I think it was over 1,000 or something, 1,500 or something. We recorded
Freaking
the record.
huge.
Yeah, it was huge dudes. Now, these are the same dudes I went against in practice. Love it. Ate it up. It's all about leverage in the game of football. Angles and leverage. That's it. If you have the angle and you have leverage, you win.
I had neither one of those. I got the low angle, as in that's all it had to do is push me down to the ground because I was so low.
That's right. No, that's right. I'm excited about Tech.
How are they going to do this year?
2023?
It is all year long.
It's been a while. But the atmosphere right now with McGuire and what he's bringing to the table is incredible. I haven't had an opportunity to experience full-fledged right now between chasing kids and chasing kids, working and owning businesses and doing our thing out here in Lubbock, Texas, serving the community. It's just been tough, but in the passing of talking to the coach and just seeing what he's doing differently, he has
You got to talk to the coach.
Hey, got a chance to talk to the coach.
Can you hook your brother up?
A couple
I'd
of times
to meet him.
Yeah, you have to be a certain height.
You gotta be this tall to ride.
You gotta
not this tall.
And your beard has to be just 2 inches longer than what you have, and then
give me a week. Give me a week.
I know that's right, dude. I always talk about your beard, dude. It's a pretty awesome beard. Something I'm looking forward to. I don't know if I can ever grow it that long.
We need to have a beard segment.
We can have a beard.
I can walk you through my beard regiment.
Okay.
Yep.
I can do that. We can do that.
Do you want to hear about my beard regiment? If not, don't worry about it. We'll cut it. Stupid idea. But if you do, we'll do it.
So anyway, yeah, you do have a nice one, dude. Back to Tech. I mean, his philosophy is alumni first, coaches second, and everybody else falls in line. And so what he's doing right now is he's out there in the community. He's out there teaching the kids that are there that if it wasn't for alumni, right, or the people who've paved the way, right, you guys wouldn't be here. You guys wouldn't do what you do, or this campus wouldn't be here, or this campus wouldn't have this or whatever. Whatever. He really pays homage to those that came before him. He also have this deal where he does Letterman jackets, award Letterman jackets, and have former athletes come in and hand over those Letterman jackets to some of the current players. I mean, it's just cool stuff where he's integrating alumni. You didn't get that. A lot with a lot of alumni in the years past. Prior to Mike Leach leaving, he was all about alumni and taking care of them as well. So, just with that being said, you got a bigger support from the community. You have a bigger support from your alumni. You got a bigger, he's now surrounding himself with positive individuals that are going to help his kids out. And so I think that alone right there is the game changer, because it's attractive. Yeah. And so when you have really good top star, and then he was a high school coach that
I think that's huge.
I think that's huge, because all he said, look, I'm just a high school coach that get to coach college ball. That's all I am. And so he's taken that ability and that aspect of his career, and he's getting some really, really good players. And so hopefully all my whole philosophy about any any organization that has a new coach is you got to give them time, right? I say at least 2 to 4 years to allow that coach to get all of the players that he recruit, get them in and get them into the system, get those old players out of there, get a great staff, build your staff. It takes about 2 or 3 years to do that consistently, because it's a lot of rebuild whenever a new coach come in. It's a lot of rough patches that a lot of people got to go through in order to kind of get all of that out. So give him time. I think he's going to do amazing, just because of his mindset with the community and how he represents those students. And what they're doing now.
That's really amazing. I mean, paying homage to people who have come before, who paved the way. Because if you have a history and a path that others have trod, then you have more of a pride inside.
Right.
You want to carry that torch. You don't want to let it down. And, I think the worst thing that happened in football is the NIL deal, because you lose a lot of that pride, because it's like, well, are you going to pay me more money? Right. And so I feel the loss of, just kind of that pride, but it seems like he's bringing it back. And with that fire, that pride, comes a team that will go above and beyond for you. Right. So I think that's great. I'm really excited to see I think they're picked 4th in the Big 12 this year. What, a 10-2 season?
It's exciting,
something like that.
Yep,
So I'm ready for some football this year. It can't.
Oh, you're ready for some football?
The voice, golden voice here.
You know what I want to do is I want to go back, and we'll get a chance to watch the national anthem. I get an opportunity to sing the national anthem at the 4th of July deal. It was pretty awesome. It was fun, but one of my dream jobs was as a dad is to go around and sing the national anthem for major events. Just do that travel all over the place. It's just a dad thing.
It's a dad thing. I love it.
I always want to do that. I will one day.
I'll be your sound guy
one day. Yeah.
I'll travel around. I've got your mics.
Audio visual. There you go.
I got. Excuse me. Mr. Duncan wants this done this way.
Turn this up, please. Turn this up.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, gotcha. I am there. As long as I get to go to the football games.
Gotcha.
All right. Excuse me. Goodness, I'm having a bit of dry throat here. Yeah, he is too. That's why he's hacking over there on the side. You all mute it, and then my mic's open, and you're like, okay. Let's talk about some news things. All right, so let's get in the big world of news. I know everybody is just excited for the news segment. So what I want to do is make it pretty exciting. All right, ready?
What you got?
Florida Keys, get this. They performed, a bunch of divers performed underwater music show. And I'm talking, they have harps, they have trumpets, they have bass, they have electric, under the water in scuba gear playing this stuff. It's for promoting awareness for the coral reef protection. And so they invited everybody to come out, dive down. They have some boats with speakers that are playing underwater, a concert of like all kinds of different water-based theme songs. And it's just come out and some awareness for reef protection, which is hilarious.
So I'm trying to picture this.
Only in Florida, right?
I'm trying to picture this because obviously you've seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you need to look this up. Just go look it up and you'll see like the harp player is like in a mermaid costume, has tail and everything. She's got a harp. It's ridiculous. So
how are they doing? I'm gonna find it or I'm gonna look it up, but explain to me how in the world are they playing underwater?
Well, they're not really playing underwater. They're acting like they're playing underwater, and there's a speaker on these boats that are playing the songs in the water because sound is all just. And this is what I do with sound. Sound is molecules hitting each other. So you can hear. That's why whenever you go underwater and scream, you could hear on the other side of the pool scream, right? Still sound waves interacting with water. So,
excuse me, it's a dad thing. Huh?
Yeah, it's a dad thing or a nerd thing, either way. But yeah, so it's just, for awareness, underwater awareness. Yeah, you see those pictures there. We ought to pop some up so that they can see some of the pictures here. It's just hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, check this out,
There's
guys.
one trumpet. Look at that. Look at the trumpet. That's hilarious. I'm like, okay, so you're breathing this regulator and go.
Yeah, that's what she's doing right there.
Yeah, so it's hilarious.
And then tell me again, what is it? So again, in all seriousness, what is it bringing awareness to again?
Reef awareness. Yeah. Okay. So apparently, coral reefs are being harmed by divers. Because they're not treating it right. They're messing with it and leaving stuff behind. I'm not really sure of what all diving is. I've never gone diving in my life, but I figure that putting humans in water near coral reefs is probably going to be pretty hazardous to the coral reef.
There you go.
Anyway, so speaking of Florida as well, they're preparing for a heat wave. The waters are as hot as they've ever been. So, like, we're talking the top section of water is in the mid 90s. And then, so they're worried about that. The humidity is going to spike, of course, whenever you get hot water, that evaporates, causes the humidity, and they may hit 110 there, which is crazy. I mean, that once you partner that with the humidity, it's crazy. It's like 120 degrees altogether. But, and I'm thinking, wow. Welcome to West Texas.
Yeah, what are they complaining about?
They're saying air quality could be affected because there's some Sahara sand blowing in from Sahara. And I'm like, you haven't had West Texas sand in your grill. Whenever you smile, you have brown stuff all in your teeth.
Good night.
I was like, welcome to a Wednesday in Texas, in Lubbock, Texas.
So I was when I worked at
except humidity.
Red Raider Nation at KMAC. I went out to a baseball game, high school baseball game. And obviously here in Lubbock, Texas, I mean, West Texas is flat, right? You can stand that was the story, stand on the top of a bucket and see 50 miles down or whatever. But dude, I'm literally got the camera in my hand. I'm looking out into the right and watching this haboob. I mean, this huge, that was my first experience. I thought I was going to die. I didn't know what it was. So I'm getting ready to just hightail it out of here. And I'm looking at everybody else like, okay. Hey, like, are you guys not going to get up and go? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I have pictures of that thing coming over my house.
Dude, it was insane. That was like the scariest thing ever. Yeah. And another thing was Lubbock was Hurricane Tornado Alley or what was it?
Yeah, part of Tornado Alley.
I've seen some funnel clouds, but I haven't really experienced any of the big crazy tornadoes.
We're really on the outskirts of Tornado Alley. There was a big tornado that happened about 50 years ago. But other than that, I mean, we've had some funnel clouds, some small touchdowns here and there. Matador got hit a couple of weeks ago, which Matador is about 40 minutes outside of Lubbock. Yeah. Which was kind of crazy. It was close to home, but not really in Lubbock. But know some folks out there, they're okay. But there was a scare there for sure. But yeah, so we have some turbulent weather here, but not as bad as what like Oklahoma has. Dallas got hit, I think, a couple of years ago. So they're more kind of over in more of the mainstream tornado.
When is Florida? Did they tell you when Florida is supposed to be expecting that, or
this week? I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're expecting it this week.
Weather brought to you by Philip Castillo.
That's right. It's a dad thing. Because the older you get, the more attention you pay to the weather. You know why? Because your joints hurt. There's a front coming in.
That is.
Oh man, my back is going to hurt. My knee's telling me there's a storm coming.
You pay so much attention to it. It's the face on your watch. So I mean, I get the high and the low at my
And it's
pleasure right
raining
there.
right now.
Yeah, I can hear it out there.
Yeah, thunder and God telling us to wrap it up, I think.
Weather segment. That's what we need
Yeah,
to do.
there
too.
we go.
There you
I need
go.
to do the weather segment.
There
I can
you
do the
go.
weather segment. Okay, so one last thing before we go, and I
Okay.
know everybody is going to start lighting this thing up. Let's talk politics. I have no idea. I mean, I have a leaning one way. You know, it's more of the red. I have red in my blood, but I have a leaning that way. But I have no idea how we get to a position that we have an orange guy and an old guy representing. Are you telling me that's the best that America can do? This is what we want the face of America to be? How do we get here?
It's it's no words. It's really it's no. That's how we got there. We slip and fall. We fell right into it. Is what it is. I mean, it's no words to that. You know, other than the fact that it's entertaining. You know, but like. If I had to guess, it would be just like my mom said one day. There's just no words. You went into your room one night and you came out this giant. I've never seen you grow that fast overnight. It just happened. And again, with this orange guy and this old guy, it's just like, what in the world? How did that happen? And you say, is that the best? Think about any others that was competing against us, that competing at that time for that. I mean, you tell me. You got to tell me that. I don't know.
Yeah, but why don't you run for president? I would vote for you. I think you're better than the other two
I
guys.
would vote for myself.
All right.
Goodness, I would vote for
Brian
myself.
Duncan. Vote Brian Duncan.
I don't know.
Write in, vote. You got my vote.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Trump, his character, I couldn't take Joe Biden. I mean, like, when you can't sit up here and really put your hand or your nail on it, or you just have no words, other than we just need to pray.
Yeah.
We just need to pray.
Can we get a young guy in there?
Continue to pray.
Just somebody who's actually from this.
What was the youngest president we had? History. Was it?
Man, I don't know.
I know it probably sounds stupid. Was it JFK? Was he young?
He was one of the younger ones. I don't know. Why don't you look it up? We have this awesome thing that connects to information.
Youngest
wirelessly now.
Elected. Was
somebody paid attention.
Come on. The youngest at the time of his election to the office was JFK at 43.
It was the oldest.
Joe Biden.
Yeah. That one.
That was an easy one.
That was an easy one.
Why was I don't know why I was about to say Ronald Reagan, but
let's get
Joe Biden.
Somebody like JFK. I mean, 43, that's good age.
No.
You know, they have a mind about them. So, I don't know.
77 years old, elected president.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I know it's going to be a probably short politics segment, but I couldn't tell you. At least that'll catapult us into another politics segment when we know what the heck we need to say about.
That's right. I'll read up on it, study. That's something that just
no. You just don't have anything to say about it. You don't have anything to say about that, because the question you asked was, how did we end up here, and is that the best America can do?
I don't know. We'll pray about it.
It's
a dad thing.
It's a dad thing.
Yes,
it's a dad thing. It's a dad thing. It's a dad thing.
What?
Oh,
dad thing.
I feel like that we need to have a one of them
high
things.
Energy.
Yeah, high energy thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Songs. I don't know.
Maybe something.
But we'll take that.
Yeah.
It's a dad thing. Very first one. I mean, we're going to be here. Yep. We got a lot. I'm excited about this one too. We're going to have guests on for that. We're going to have other dads. We're going to have topics that's going to be related to, it's just a dad thing. Just dive into some of the things that us as men and as dads, we go through on a daily basis. And again, this is the first one. So kind of feeling our way around. We're excited.
That's right.
We're excited about it. But anyway, it's a dad thing.
It's a dad thing.
And it's a dad thing. We're out.
All right. See you guys.